Welcome back to the More Than Capable Mompreneur podcast. I'm Shannon Baker, a coffee-loving mompreneur that started as a virtual assistant and turned into a total systems geek. And I want to help you shift your mindset and embrace your worthiness while creating systems in your business so you can be more productive and build success on your own terms without the mom guilt. Are you loving that? Well, I hope you're ready for real conversations that will help you beat the perfectionist inside, rediscover your strengths, and up-level your self-love in the mom cracks of time so you can stop letting fear hold you back because you are enough and you do enough. We are more than capable mompreneurs. So grab your cup of coffee, some sparkling water, or pour a glass of your favorite wine and let's dive in. Welcome to episode number 60, which is the third episode of the 3-part series to help you organize your home-based business so you can be more productive. So in episode 58, I shared a simple process you can use to declutter and organize your digital files so you can stop losing time looking for those documents that you need to operate your business and can spend more time getting things done. In episode 59, I shared a simple 6-step process to help you declutter and organize your inbox and keep it that way to save you time so that you can then improve your customer service because you can respond faster, but also it will free up time so you can focus on growing your business and spending more time with your family and friends. Now, today we're going to wrap this series up by talking about a simple tool that's going to help you run your business more efficiently. A simple checklist. Time has proven the power of checklists. Pilots use them. Doctors use them. You need to use them too. And it doesn't matter how long you've been in business. So I'm going to wrap up this series with a simple process that you can follow to create your processes as checklists so that you can stop recreating the wheel and complete routine tasks in your business in less time. So get ready to end the overwhelm and be more productive with the info that's in this recast episode. So let me start by saying you need to stop multitasking. Contrary to what you've heard and tried, hopping from task to task is actually killing your productivity. That's why you feel like you've accomplished nothing at the end of the day. And since you're listening to this episode, I'm guessing you're ready to end the insanity. And checklists will definitely help you do that. Checklist is one of the simplest ways you can document your processes. So I'm going to share the immediate benefits that you can experience by doing this. And I'm going to also share some tips to help you get started without it taking too much of your time. So let's dive into episode 48 so you can create some checklists and start working more efficiently. And make sure you listen in for the bonus that I share inside that's going to help make this process even easier. So I'm going to just start by saying I am against multitasking, and here's why. I know your brain is telling you that this is the best way to get more things done, but in reality, you need to limit your focus and work on completing one task at a time. One of the biggest incomplete tasks that you need to focus on in your business is your back office systems. And no matter what stage you are in your business, no matter what type of business you have, you need systems. Just like habits, systems and automation in your business increases your productivity, gives you peace of mind, and more importantly, it leads to growth. A streamlined system reduces mistakes, produces consistent results, eliminates chaos and confusion, and it's the foundation that successful businesses are built on. Now, if you're new to the podcast, when I use the word system, I'm talking about 3 key parts that work together to perform a specific task. That's a documented process, the tools that can be used to automate steps, and the people or person completing the steps. Now, until you put the core systems in place that your business needs, you're going to be reinventing the wheel every time you need to do something. That means your back office is always going to be in chaos, it's going to keep sucking up your time, and it's going to keep you from growing your business. So, I'm going to get off my soapbox now and talk about life with systems. If you can't tell yet, I am very passionate about this subject, but most importantly, I want you to have the time you need to grow your business, but as it grows, you should still be able to enjoy life with your family. So let's go ahead and talk about benefit number 1. Checklists help you see your accomplishments. We use checklists for so many different things in our lives. So why don't you use them for your business? They will relieve some of the pressure of what you need to do. You just follow the steps, which means you're more productive. Think about it. It feels good when you check that box or cross something off of your list, right? And when something feels good, we're likely to keep doing it. That's why checklists are beneficial for getting things done. And I know you're already using checklists. You probably use them for things like creating your shopping list for when you go to the store or place your order online for delivery. You write checklists to pack for vacation. You write down the steps required to make a simple update to your website on your own instead of having to pay someone else to do it. And I know there are many more things that you are creating checklists for. Now, how do you feel when all the things on that list are checked off? It feels amazing, right? So checklists help you gain momentum to get more things done because you like that feeling. You know it works, so you keep doing it. Now, benefit number 2, checklists save you time and energy. How many times have you planned your week, picked the task that you're going to focus on? You get up Monday morning, ready to hit the ground running. You fix your coffee, you complete your morning routine, and you sit down to start your day. You open up your laptop. You only spend 15 minutes in your inbox, which is good because that means it's sorted. Then you start the next task, and about 5 to 10 minutes in, you're stuck because you can't remember what the next step is that you did the last time that saved you time. So that 15-minute task actually ended up taking you 30 minutes or more. My point, instead of trying to remember what you have to do, create a checklist on paper, in notes on your phone, or in Google Docs so you can use it over and over again. When you have this point of reference, you can complete a task, not miss a step, which can be costly, and most importantly, it saves you time. The bonus, you don't waste brain power trying to figure out what you need to do. Not to mention, some repetitive tasks are just plain out boring. So it's very easy to skip critical steps and have things fall through the cracks because you didn't want to do it in the first place. So especially for these tasks, create the checklist so you can just eat the frog, and then you're going to feel great because it's done. And then that releases those happy hormones and you have the motivation you need to keep going. Now, benefit number 3, checklists make it easier for you to grow. Now, I said this earlier, but I'm going to say it again because I need you to remember this. Until you put the core systems in place in your back office, you're going to be wasting time reinventing the wheel to complete routine tasks. Your back office is always going to be in chaos, sucking your time, keeping you from growing your business. But with a documented process, even if it's a checklist, you can complete tasks faster, which frees up time in your schedule so you can focus on those revenue generating tasks like building your network, engaging with your audience online, following up on leads as they come in. You get my point? Not to mention, it clears up mental space, which gives you clarity so you can focus on the tasks that move the needle forward towards your goals. And the more clarity you have, you're able to get a clear focus on your vision for your business. Now, when you start to get this clarity, you'll also be able to identify tasks that you can outsource. But trust me, if you try to do this without a documented process, you are going to be frustrated and disappointed. You might as well get in your car, roll down the window, and just throw your money out. It's hard enough for you to let someone else complete tasks for you, especially when it's something that you know how to do. But let's be honest, there are times when we need to just outsource something so that we can free up time in our schedule to get some other things done. So when you take that step and you can just hand over a checklist that outlines the steps to complete things the way you want it done, you can hand that task over without feeling that sense of dread in the pit of your stomach because it gives a clear picture of what you want and it provides direction. Now, I'm not saying that feeling is going to totally go away, because it won't. I mean, you're outsourcing tasks for your business. That's your baby, right? But the process is going to go a lot smoother when you can give someone a checklist, which is the baseline that they can use to complete a task that's going to make your life easier. So now that I've talked about how you can benefit by creating checklists, the question is, how can you do it? Well, let me start by saying, keep it simple. Checklists are visual reminders of the things that we need to do in logical order. They improve your performance, eliminate mistakes, and help you achieve more consistent results while saving you time. So these tips are going to help you break this process down into manageable steps so you can make progress forward in small increments of even 10 minutes, even though 30 minutes consistently would be great. But chunk it down into smaller steps so it doesn't get overwhelming. So here are the 3 tips. 1, determine the purpose of the process. What's the end result that you want to create with this process? That means you need to have your goals set ahead of time. Every process is like a bridge between what you're doing now and the objectives that you're trying to reach. Here's an example. If you want to book more discovery calls with qualified leads, then you need to make sure you have an online scheduler with an intake form that gathers data in advance, and then you need to have a follow-up process. Now, if you would like some help with this process, go back and listen to episodes 6 and 22, because I share tips in both of those episodes that'll help you create a customer care process that's going to result in you getting more qualified leads, which in turn leads to growth because you're closing the sale. Now, tip 2. Determine the people who are affected by your process. So think about everyone that's involved in your process, internally and externally, and keep that in mind when you create your steps. Make it as easy as possible to follow. Make sure you eliminate redundant steps. And think about it. Can you use tools to reduce wait times? You can't figure that out until you have it documented. Always stay customer focused. So tip 3. Write the process out. So outline your process in 5 simple steps from start to finish. You can go back in and fill in the gaps later. Remember to keep it simple. Then you can identify tools that you can use to automate some of the steps. Make sure you create templates for responses. And again, identify the person who's going to complete the steps. Remember to make it easy for everyone involved. Now, this is the abbreviated version of this process. I go into more details in how to create checklists in episode number 13, so feel free to go back and listen to that. And now for the bonuses. I have an online resource vault that contains templates and swipe files that are going to make creating your checklist and getting your customer care process in place so much easier. I'm going to put a link to that and the episodes that I've mentioned in the show notes for you. So that's it. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this week's episode. But now I want to hear from you. What process are you going to create a checklist for first? I would love if you shared it with me. To do that, take a screenshot of this episode, hop into Instagram stories, post that screenshot and tag me at @the_Shannon Baker. And don't forget to tell me which process you're documenting first. I can't wait to hear from you. And remember, you are more than enough. So until next time, keep calm and streamline.